So many people were reaching out asking, what do we do with the craziness of the market right now? We know that the market is changing. We know that um, interest rates are going up and up and up. When are they going to stop? We're going to hit the late 70s stuff again. Who knows, right? But what should I do? Should I even be in real estate?
Hey, David Corbally here, the Real Estate Commando, and we're about to dive into this video. Now, if you're new to the channel, you really should subscribe because on this channel, I share videos of how I was able to create a seven-figure real estate investing business. I literally divulge all of the information on the videos on this channel. So if you want to receive more videos every single week, make sure that you subscribe to the channel right now so you can learn too.
People were questioning, what should I do? Because obviously interest rates are going up, so people can't afford the houses anymore. Markets are starting to go sideways and even tank, some of them. Sales are starting to stall. Mortgage originations have like pretty much cut in half. So there's a lot happening out there, and people were concerned, and so many people were reaching out to support, saying, what should I do? Should I even be worried about real estate investing right now? Because it's crazy. Two things. It is crazy, but out of chaos comes what? Opportunity. Out of a lot of chaos comes what? A lot of opportunity. When you know how to navigate through this type of chaos, which I've already been through the 2007, 2008, fiasco. I've been through that. And that was crazy. That was a bear. Most people didn't make it through that. So when you know how to navigate chaos, you can create massive opportunities. So what's happening right now is a set of massive opportunities because we're coming off the tail end of really low interest rates. So great mortgage payments for those of you that know about subject to, or, those type of things, lease options. There's massive opportunity to acquire properties with really low payments, with nothing out of pocket, right? So take ownership of properties with zero money out of your own pocket, none of your credit or anything like that. And now you own these properties, and now you can cash flow these properties big time because they get like a 3% mortgage on it. And today, mortgage rate of 7%, whatever they are, they're double what they were. So people know that they can't afford these properties anymore. Well, what if you can say, hey, I'll owner finance this house to you for 6%. Now your payment's $1,400, but they're paying you $2,200, and you're cash flowing $800 a month on this house, and then you get a spread of $40,000 when the deal's done. Those deals are going to be everywhere. But our core focus here, what I really want to focus, and this is how we start all of our coaching students, all of our partners, we start them off wholesaling, because I want you to learn the bread and butter, the nuts and bolts of the business. The last thing I want you to do is get into a position where you get a lease option or a subject to deal or something like that. You're like, oh, I got a deal. This is great. And the payments on the thing are $1,600 a month, and you're trying to put somebody in there, which is great. You might have somebody in there paying you $1,800 a month. Super. You're making $200 a month. This is great. And then something goes sideways with the house, right? Something happens with the roof, or something happens with the HVAC system. Something happens with the electrical. Guess what? Most of the time you're responsible for that. Now, if you got to come out of pocket $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 or $6,000, ouch. If you're on a tight budget and you're like trying to get this business up and rolling, you have a job, you're trying to run this business on the side, get it to grow, get to the point where you can really start to grow the business, leave your job, be a full-time real estate person, and you're new, this is your first or second deal, and something like that happened, it isn't going to turn out well. Ask me how I know. I almost bit the big one in the beginning because my very first deal, I didn't have much money, and I did that. I did a lease option deal, which I'm grateful for. And I was cash flowing like $150, $180 a month. I had a nice spread on the back end, but the back end is nothing until you get there and it closes. But the furnace went out in the winter, and that cost me like $1,800. That hurt at the time because I was a firefighter. I'm not making a lot of money. I didn't have a lot of money. That put a pinch on my game. I'll tell you what, and that's just $1,800. So what I like everyone to do, I think everyone should start out wholesaling. If you get a property that could be a killer deal, wholesale it. If you get a property that could be a great subject to, wholesale that thing. Get rid of it, make the money instead, because then you're building your war chest. For new people, I'd like to see you wholesale first, because now you have like almost no risk. You're not putting out any money other than some marketing, and not thousands of dollars to send thousands of letters. We don't do that. We talked about that yesterday. We are very specific. We pick a target market that is very specific. That target market has several zip codes in it. We systematically map out that market using tools that we went over yesterday, and it helps us avoid bad markets or bad markets that we shouldn't be in. The median price range is too high, multiple things, but we avoid markets. And when I say markets, I mean like zip codes. We use zip codes to make up our markets. 3, 4, 5 zip codes in a metro area makes up our market. So there can be a zip code A that is great, and we target that zip code, and zip code B right next to it, that the median home price is 3 times what our target zip code is, and it's a stalling zip code. Sales aren't happening. So what I'm saying is it's a horrible market to be in. We know that because we've done our market analysis that I went through yesterday, and we know what markets to go into and what markets not to go into. The next thing was we picked the motivated sellers. I'm kind of giving a review now, I guess. So the next thing that we do is we pick the type of motivated sellers we go after. Is it pre-foreclosure? It isn't everything. We're not just going to blast letters into a county hoping somebody's going to call us back and say, "Oh, I want to sell my house to you at pennies on the dollar." It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen the guru way that people teach.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment for me below and let me know what was the best thing you liked about it.